Hey guys, I'm Shan. I run the Colored Girls Rock page and I have a partnership with Simply Biz, who is powered by Nedbank, and they are all about growing small businesses. So if you have a small business or you are thinking of starting a business, definitely go and check them out on www.simplybiz.co.za. Register because they're completely free and they give you access to a number of resources like marketing managers or just people that just generally have businesses that you can actually learn from. They give you access to tax advisors, they give you access to people who can help you with a business plan. But yes, they are very, very useful, so you definitely want to go and register with them. So I'm a marketing manager, right? And something cool happened on the internet this week, and I think let's talk about it, because I actually said that on my own platform on Facebook. I was actually like, oh, this is so cute. What had happened was there was a proposal in PicknPay, and I think it was in one of the Limpopo branches. The lady works in Limpopo, she works in PicknPay, and she's the lady that she was making pancakes. And the guy walks in all suave in his little jacket and his flowers in his hand and his confidence of note, and he walks up to her and she sees him and she realizes what's going on, and she just bursts into tears, and she's a happy chappy, and she jumps to hug him. And then when he goes on one knee, she actually goes down onto her knees as well, and he does the proposal, and obviously she accepts, and he has a beautiful ring and feel good moment. You know what, let's just cue all the applause. Okay, no problem, right? Feel good moment, we're all going, oh, love, you know, we don't all believe in love, but yeah, now here we are, like actually loving that other people find happiness. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember the KFC proposal and the McDonald's proposal from a few years ago. What had actually happened is that same thing, guy went in, proposed and whatever, and yes, it was a time in our lives where I think we needed to see something like good and like cute, and that was like kind of those moments. And what happened was KFC, when it happened in their stores, they jumped in and said, oh, we love, please, we'd like to offer you whatever they offered. Like I think they did the catering for the wedding. There was one of the airlines jumped in and said, we'd like to offer you flights to, you know, wherever you're going on your honeymoon destination. In that, there were a whole lot of companies that offered them accommodation for their honeymoon. There were people that I think they offered them the suits and whatever. Look, there was a lot of people. It was actually a really, very cool it was a cool like event to actually watch, because you could just see like how many, this avalanche of kindness, and in a country like South Africa, we appreciate kindness. We love happy moments, especially on the internet. So anyway, that had happened. I mean, the amount of coverage that those companies got out of it was way more than what it actually cost them. Because if you take it, right, let's take the airline, for example. What does flights cost to Cape Town? So, sorry guys, you know these robot calls, I don't know why people really need to stop with that. Anyway, but let me tell you what it cost those companies, okay? So, 2 return flights to Cape Town from Johannesburg or wherever, that is like what? Let's say less than 5,000 Rand. And 2 nights accommodation at a hotel in Cape Town. I mean, depending on the hotel, but let's assume it's like a 3,000 Rand a night hotel. That's 6,000 Rand. Let me tell you, right, that is, for those companies, that's less than what they would pay to actually have an advert in a local newspaper. But they've gotten so much mileage out of that because they were part of a feel-good moment, and it meant that they also had so much mileage on social media because everybody was sharing the stuff, and every time something good came up, everybody were like, oh my word, like, you know, that's such a great gesture. And it was, okay, it is, but it was also a very, very smart business move. So yeah, so what happened was, there was coverage of the wedding. I don't know if the people stayed together, guys. I mean, I really don't know. We're worried about their wedding now. We're not worried about their marriage. You know, marriage is another thing. But anyway, so what it comes down to is, right, sometimes when you are getting involved, yes, it's a feel-good moment and you're doing it because you as a person love the idea. But you as a marketing team see the opportunity to actually get a lot of mileage out of a very, very small gesture and a very small percentage of your marketing budget. And people These companies have marketing budgets. Don't tell me they don't. I'm a marketing manager by day. I know they have marketing budgets. And this gets them so much more. Let's say they wanted to do an article in a newspaper. Do you know what it would cost them? It's called media buy. They actually need to buy the media space to actually speak about their company. This was free. This was so many people sharing it because it was a good moment. So yeah, I don't know if PicknPay is going to do the same. There were a lot of Karens involved with like, oh, you guys are so entitled. Like, why would you do that while she's working? Like, just stop, sit down, stop being unnecessary. Because this is actually just a very smart business move too. So, okay, like for a small business, you guys that actually have small businesses, like, you know what, get involved with your local schools when they're doing their fundraising, when they've got sports events going on, when they're actually doing something, when they're just actually doing some of the normal things that schools and local businesses and NGOs and MPOs actually do in your area, because that buys you that feel good type of moments in people's minds. It makes you front of mind. It's like, oh my word, they're a business that care. So yeah, so look for those moments, like maybe just if they're having a bingo evening, like, get involved. If they're having a rugby tournament, put up a board, pay them for it, pay for their Oros and their drinks and their oranges or whatever. Small things you can do as well, and that would actually be a really good marketing strategy for you. So guys, that was my little talk for the day. And thank you for listening. Please follow me for more. And if you do have a business or you're thinking of starting a business, please www.simplybiz.co.za.